What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be venturing into some plastic welding. That's right, folks. I told you in a previous video that I'm actually going to be working on the fender here, which as you guys can clearly see, there is a crack that's right here. That's right here. Yeah, there's a crack, and this fender it's plastic. It's going to need a lot of work, but the main damage is right here. I've never done plastic welding before, and I've seen numerous YouTube videos covering it. So my objective is to try to fix this. I don't want to have to go and buy a new fender. I'm going to use this mesh retainer. See, this is what they use in like your drain for your sink and stuff. But I'm not going to use it for that. I'm actually going to cut out a small section, and I'm going to apply that on the inside here. I'm going to kind of shave this down and melt it into this to reinforce the crack, and try to fill it in and make sure that the crack never surfaces again. So I got this at Ace Hardware for about $5 or so. So there's that. Again, I've never done this before, so I have, you know, your basic soldering iron, and I switched out the tip to like a spade bit. It's a flat area, so I've already touched it to the plastic, as you can see probably on there. And yeah, as you can see on here, I've already touched it, so there's a little bit of plastic on there, so it tells me that that plastic's going to melt, and this does get hot enough to do the job. So that's what I'm kind of aiming for, is hoping that this will do the job for me. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to buy another one that gets a little bit hotter to melt the plastic, because some guys, they said that these things, some of them don't get hot enough, and I'm kind of hoping that is not my issue. So let me go ahead and I'm gonna take this ladder and kind of move it over here. I don't have a table, and you know what, yeah, I do. I got a table. Hold that thought. Again, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, I've never done this before, so I'm really hoping I get good angles so you guys can see what I'm doing. Again, it's just really easy, so they say. I need to get something to cut a section out, but before I get into this, what I was able to see on the videos is they take a Dremel and they cut like a gap in here to match these up again. But I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna see if I can squeeze these back together and see if that is humanly possible. Just squeeze. Yeah, I don't know if it's gonna work so easy. It does not want to cooperate. I mean, what's the worst that can happen? I could break it even further. Actually, yeah, I could. Let's see if I can bend that back. So that part is sticking out. I wonder why that's sticking out so far. So I wonder if I can just like melt it together as is without having to use anything else. See, that part right there just keeps sticking out. It does not want to cooperate. So I don't know. I may have to just put in the filler in the back and see how that works. But let's try with the soldering iron first. And then when I'm done with all this, I'll just oh hell, I don't know. Hang on. So if I place it here. It should be hot enough to just melt it, and it does. Okay, well, I wish I had more light. I might not even have to use this to boost it. There we go. I think just like that, that side's just done. And then over here, I'll melt it just the same. It's gonna have to melt through the paint though, that's the only problem. This is actually gonna be pretty quick. So this part that's protruding up on the back side, it's full of plastic. So I'm not gonna need to worry about it. Wow, that was super easy. This is probably some of the easiest repair jobs I've ever had. All right, I'm gonna let that cool. Now I will need to sand down all this and get it ready for paint. But I think that's pretty sturdy, guys. I don't even have to use the mesh. That's cool. That's really cool. Pretty nice. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is gonna be a wrap, guys. I mean, it's only been, what, 10 minutes or so? And that is just, that is solid. That is on there. I even sanded it down on both sides, melted it on both sides. So, and as proof, I did not have to use the mesh. I didn't. I just melted it all together. So that's actually pretty flippin' strong, or this is really strong. So now that I know how to do plastic welding, I can actually now work on my buddy's bike, because he's got a set of fairings on his bike that's got a mural of his recently passed father, and he doesn't want to get rid of it. And it was accidentally broken by somebody else who leaned up against it, So I should now be able to save the fairings that are now broken. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this evening's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video and all the content of it, even though it wasn't much content at all. A huge shout out to today's sponsor, or this video sponsor, to AUXITOLED. If you guys want to check their site out, the description will be listed down below. Don't forget to use the coupon code SVCruiser to get 15% off your purchase. And finally, I also want to extend a huge shout out to my uncle for being the sponsor for this channel, for supplying the GoPro 9 to allow me to have better footage for you guys. And with all that said and done, and a very short video, I appreciate you guys sticking around for another episode of SVCruiser. I'll see you guys in the next one. I love you. Good night.